Marvel Rivals, I don't need to explain it, but just like every single person who says they don't need to explain it, I'm going to explain it. Free game, Marvel, killed Overwatch, very, very fun. It is actually a game I've been so hooked on lately. So, this is going to be a bit of a rambly video. I don't have a script, I don't have notes, I'm kind of just speaking from my heart. I'm kind of going over what I personally would like to see in a Marvel Rivals update, you know, what new characters I would like to see added into the game. Because the Rivals devs have said that they're aiming to add a new, they're aiming to add a new character, or maybe it was something new every month and a half to keep a consistent stream going into the game. Which that is very easy for them to do, okay? Because Marvel has a 80-year history and however many characters that they can pull off. There is a lot that they can do. They've already done really well picking a ton of niche characters, as well as all the ones that people know from the MCU, and making them work really well in this game. So I'm going to just sit here and I'm going to go over some things that I personally would love to see added in a Marvel Rivals update. Do I think these will happen? Potentially, eventually, exactly how I'm saying? No, I don't think so. So let's talk about characters in this game, okay? Something that the Marvel Rivals devs have confirmed, they are adding fake characters into the game to try and just muddy the water about what's coming in. Recently, there was a big leak of 5 mutants being added. I think it was Nightcrawler, Gambit, Kitty Pryde, and there were 2 others, I can't remember. The image will obviously be showing up. So let's just focus. I would love to see Nightcrawler added into this game. Now, I have no game dev experience. I don't know how you would design it. I don't personally know on how his kit would work. Now, also, I do want to say, I like the X-Men. I'm not super knowledgeable about a lot of them, okay? My basic understanding of Nightcrawler is teleportation, blue skin, tail. So, yeah. Do I know what his kit would be? Probably not, okay? I would assume, obviously, he would have a dash move similar to maybe, you know, give him a move similar in a way to Magic's Limbo Portals, right? Maybe further range, or maybe make it like, you know, have like Magic's Limbo Portals, but it's the length of Magic's dash or something. And, you know, maybe make him a very, you know, a mix between Magic and Spider-Man, I guess, where it's very fast-paced action, but very fast-paced kills with the teleportation abilities that the teleportation that Magic has. And that's entirely how I would envision him being played. Another character that I personally really would love to see added into the game would be Mystique. Mystique is, I feel like, could be very easy. Marvel gets, you know, Rivals is getting all this claims of being, oh, it's an Overwatch ripoff. Look at all these characters they took from Overwatch, and look at how little work they have to do. But that's, I don't know. I don't think that is the case. But I do think Mystique, you could quite literally steal the way she plays from another hero shooter. You already know where I'm going if you hear that music, okay? TF2, one of the greatest games ever made. It's just fact. One of the most iconic characters from that game is arguably the Spy. Just make Mystique work exactly like the Spy. So give her a ult that allows her to change into anyone in change into somebody random on the enemy team. And before you go down in the comments and saying, well, I mean, Loki technically does the same thing with his ult, I would make it so that how would it be? I don't know if this would be balanced, right? But I would make Mystique's ult to be unlimited until she dies, I would say. You get 1 usage. Once you die with it, you got to charge it back up, okay? Make it that she transforms into somebody on the enemy team at random. She doesn't have their kit, but she looks exactly like them. And just like how with Loki, initially when you transform into somebody, the people on that team don't exactly know who is who. Make her stay like that. Not until she begins attacking, but she stays, you can't distinguish who is who the entire time. Okay, give her the ability to backstab for crits, you know, for consistent crits no matter where she hits. And for passive ability, I don't know if you could do this, but because, again, as I have mentioned, my only knowledge of Mystique is, when was the last time I watched Days of Future Past? Like 8-9 years ago. That's the most recent knowledge I have about her. But give her a passive of like active camouflage, right? Make it that, she has high armor or something and a passive, and you can still see her, but you have to be paying very close attention to try and find where she is. Does this work? Again, I'm not a game dev. I do not know. Maps I would love to see, okay? Let me introduce you to my favorite part of any map. This little section on Shin Shibuya, right? This climb is the most fucking sweaty location in any game I've played. Every time I'm playing a game on this map, and you get here, every time I play this map and you get to this point, I can just feel everyone in the game, their butthole clenching tighter around the dildo on their chair because they need to lock in, okay? It is the most intense, it is the fucking sweatiest, and it is the most fun part of any map in this game. I want more maps like that. Now, would it be unfair for there to be more like a map where, say, it's just a constant climb up a big hill? Yeah, it probably would be pretty unfair, especially for the attackers, okay? Because imagine you just have a defending Iron Man sitting way, way, way up in the sky, okay? And far back, and you just are constantly having to climb, and he's just constantly just out of your reach, okay? I get it. If you make one of these like indoors, I'm not sure on a location you could make it, but if you make a location like that, oh my fucking god, if you make a map like that, where it's 3 points of climbing uphill, I would love that. It's my favorite part of any map is, this segment on Shin Shibuya. I don't know what the consensus is, but I fucking love it. Now let's switch over to a little bit of some negatives for characters. Characters I do not want to see. One of them is the main one. I personally do not want to see Deadpool, at least for ages, okay? Mainly because I don't know what his kit would be. Obviously guns and swords and regeneration, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem that interesting to me, especially because I'm not the biggest fan of Deadpool personally. On the other hand, a character I would love to see added into the game is Gwenpool. Now again, okay, I do understand a critique you could make about what I've just said about, Deadpool is just swords and guns. Well, what's Gwenpool? They're pretty similar characters. The reason why I think Gwenpool would make more sense to be added in as opposed to Deadpool is, well, this fucking adorable bastard's existence, okay? So, listen, right? I do think we are going to get a season focused on Jeff's friends, we could say, right? Where they add, if they're going to stick with how they're going with this season, they add Kate Bishop and they add Gwenpool and Deadpool all in one season, a season focused on Jeff as his friends. Because, obviously, a little bit of comic lore. So Gwenpool adopts Jeff from MODOK. I need to do some fact checking, but from my memory, Gwenpool adopts Jeff from MODOK after defeating him. And then out of fear of her comics getting cancelled, she gives Jeff to Deadpool to keep track of him because Deadpool isn't going to go anywhere. He's too powerful. He's never going to get cancelled in the comics. His run's never going to get cancelled. He's just going to pop back up again, even if he does. And then he ends up with Kate Bishop somehow as well. And now, again, not the biggest comic reader, okay? I like them. I like the individual stories, but I just can't be asked to keep up to date with every single comic release, okay? It's just too much. Some more things I want in Rivals. I want more silly game modes, okay? I love the ones we're getting, even if they've been some hit or misses, right? We had the Splatoon mode that was just teams of 4 of Jeff. That was so fun, so silly, so just... It was honestly, I love just seeing just Jeffs jumping around the map having fun. I thought that was really fucking cute to just play. And then you've got Doom Match, which does... It's fun if you get a full lobby, but I don't think it's a good game mode, okay? It's fun to mess around in, but, the game, it comes down to 7 people playing Wanda and maybe, the other 5 playing some other characters. I want more game modes like that, have them on a permanent rotation or make some more permanent and things. I think Doom Match is staying as a permanent thing, but I want more. I want to be able to be like, oh, I'm not really feeling like playing an actual game right now. What can I do? Oh, look, here's this silly game mode to just play for a few rounds. Cool. Let me just do that to kind of relax and be chill. Oh, yeah. Something I really want to see added in is team-ups, right? Team-ups, I think, are the most underutilized part of a game. Even in ranked games, you don't... Well, at least I personally don't see them being used much. And I kind of makes me sad, because, again, there's team-ups that kind of are no-brainers, right? My two mains are Magic and Adam Warlock. Anytime I'm playing Adam Warlock, why would you not play Mantis? You get that passive that she gains from Adam is so good, and from my knowledge of the game, it seems like the best healing duo, right? Because you get that respawn. And then, yeah, a Star-Lord can jump in as well, because they want to play hero. Shocker. But I want more and more and more team-ups added in. I don't want it to get to a point where, every character only has 1 or 2 team-ups. What I would like is to try and see almost every character have team-ups together, but then keep it that there's a few limited ones that just get swapped around every week. Now, again, I don't know if that's a good idea, okay? But I personally think it would add a lot of variety. It would constantly change up the metas. It would constantly play how people, especially in higher lobbies, approach the game, and it would keep it fresh to me, because you can constantly be experimenting with, what team-ups and what opinions are there? Team-ups and opinion? What team-ups and what current strats and metas can we create, right? So we are getting villains added into the game, okay? We know this. We already have Magneto, we've got Venom, they're sort of anti-heroes. We're getting Ultron, who is just a straightforward villain, which, side note, a skin I want to see for Ultron is his look from What If. I haven't watched the show, I never will, but the, Infinity Ultron, I think that's what it's called, is such a fucking sick design of Vision wearing Ultron as armor. Make that one of his skins, please, net easy. But, okay. More characters I don't want to be added in. I've seen people say they want Thanos added in. I don't. I don't think he would fit. And that's the same thing as I don't think we're ever going to see Doom as a villain, right? He's the main villain of the whole game. I don't think we're going to see Doom as a playable character, just like how I hope we don't see characters like Kang or, all of that, or like Red Skull. Red Skull kind of doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean, right? The big bads of Marvel, I don't think they're ever going to come to the roster, right? Just editing the video now. I'm just about to finish the rough cut and then do the fine edits. One thing I forgot to mention in the video that I would love to see, especially because of some critiques I've had about a specific character, Black Widow, I think she should have the ability to wallbang, okay? Allow her to shoot people through walls if she knows where they are specifically, okay? Because that would that would help balance her out, I think. It would give something more to her kit, as well as I think it would give a very good balance between Hawkeye and Black Widow. Hawkeye can insta-kill, but he has projectiles. Black Widow can shoot through walls, and she's hit-scan, but she can't kill outright. You get what I mean? If you have any disagreements with what I say, please comment. I will try to respond to as many as I can. Anyway, so thank you for watching the video. If you managed to stick through my rambling, you can watch some of the few videos I made last year. I think they're pretty good, and I think they're entertaining. You can subscribe. I'm going to be trying to make more videos this year compared to last year. And, yeah, bye. I'll ramble next time.